There's this really strange thing happening with some of the best hospitals across India. They're providing absolutely top-tier care, but their growth has just stalled. It's flat. So in this explainer, we're going to dig into the real, hidden reason why that's happening, and more importantly, what you can actually do about it. All right, let's just get right to the heart of it, right? You know your hospital is good. Your doctors are fantastic, your treatments work, and your patients leave happy and healthy. But when you look at the numbers month after month, that growth you're expecting just isn't there. So what gives? Why is there this huge gap between how good your care is and how many patients are actually walking through the door? And this is where we need a major shift in how we think about this. See, the game has completely changed. Winning today isn't about what happens in the operating room. You've already got that covered. The real struggle, where hospitals are losing, is at the front desk, on the phone, and all over the internet. The problem isn't your medical quality anymore, it's a straight-up business problem, patient acquisition. How do you get a steady stream of new patients in the door? Okay, so to fix this, we've got to play detective. We need to figure out where exactly patients are slipping through the cracks. Think of your hospital like a bucket. You're trying to fill it with patients, but there are holes. Let's go find those holes. A lot of the time, the problem is right there, inside your own building. Just picture this, right? A potential patient calls. They want to know about a procedure. But your receptionist is just swamped. They're juggling 3 other things. The call gets rushed. Or maybe an email inquiry comes in, and it just sits there. Nobody follows up. It's these tiny, everyday failures that add up, and boom, another potential patient is just gone.
And that's just the internal stuff. What about the people who can't even find you in the first place? Go on, try it. If someone Googles best hospital for knee surgery in your city, do you even show up? What about your social media? Is it active, or did the last post go up 6 months ago? You might even be throwing money at online ads. But if there's no system to handle the people who click, well, you're pretty much just burning cash.
Now get this. This number is just staggering. Every single day, half of all the people who inquire about your hospital are lost, gone. Why? Simply because nobody followed up with them. Just let that sink in for a second. We're not talking about a small drip here. This is a massive hole in the boat. It means the biggest opportunity you have for growth is literally calling you, emailing you, and you're just not picking up the phone.
So all these little daily problems, they add up to something much bigger, something you can't even see. It's like there's an invisible enemy silently sabotaging your growth every single day. Think about it. That patient who called and didn't get a proper follow-up, what do you think they do next? They don't just give up. Nope. They hang up and they dial the number for the next hospital on their Google search, your competitor. So every single patient you lose isn't just a loss for you. It's a direct win for them. You're basically handing them new business on a silver platter.
Let's actually give this thing a name, okay? Let's call it the invisible loss. And it's called that for a reason. It's invisible because it never shows up in your accounting reports. You can't put a number on the patients you almost got. It's this quiet, constant drain that's holding you back. And honestly, it's probably the single biggest thing stopping your hospital from really taking off.
Okay, so we've named the enemy. That's the first step. Now how do we fight it? Well, it's pretty clear the old way of just hoping for the best isn't cutting it anymore. We need something different. We need a smarter way.
For the longest time, the strategy has been to just rely on your staff for everything, right? From answering calls to remembering to follow up. But let's be real, even the most amazing team in the world is going to get swamped and things are going to get missed. The new way, the smart way, is to give that amazing team a system that backs them up. A system that makes sure nothing, absolutely nothing, falls through the cracks. It's about moving from relying only on people to relying on a solid, dependable process.
And when I say a smart system, I'm not talking about some crazy complicated tech. It really boils down to 3 key things. First, automation. Let the computers handle the boring, repetitive stuff so every single inquiry gets captured. Second, smart follow-ups. A system that makes sure every potential patient gets a call or a message at the right time. And third, a killer digital presence. So when people are looking for you online, they actually find you and are impressed by what they see.
All right, so that all sounds great, right? But the big question is, how do you actually build and run a system like this? Well, you could try to build it yourself, or you could work with someone who specializes in exactly this.
And that's where a company like Medslorate comes in. Their entire reason for existing is to solve this invisible loss problem for hospitals. They're the ones who come in and build out these exact systems we've been talking about.
Basically, they connect the dots between your fantastic medical care and the powerful patient-getting engine you need to actually grow. They handle the whole shebang, from getting you seen online to making sure those follow-ups happen automatically.
So here's the thing. All that growth potential you're looking for, it's not somewhere out there in the distant future. It's right here, right now. It's in those phone calls that are getting missed and those people searching online who can't find you. So the real question is simple. Are you finally ready to put a system in place to capture all that opportunity and get your hospital's growth back on track?
If that answer is yes, then here's what you can do next. Fixing this whole invisible loss thing really just starts with the conversation. You can get in touch with a team like Medslorate through their website, shoot them an email, or just give them a call. They can walk you through how a system could be built specifically for your hospital. Thanks so much for watching.